Hello guys, welcome back to Tactical Trafford, and today we are going to be talking about how Manchester United can be able to succeed by buying Premier League proven players, and how the likes of Matthias Cunha and Brian Mbeumo can be able to improve Manchester United. So as you all know, when Sir Alex Ferguson was the manager of Manchester United were used to buying Premier League proven players. We were used to buying players that were actually elites in the Premier League. We were used to buying technical players, we are used to buying physical players. But now Manchester United are used to buying players from other leagues that doesn't actually reflect the history and the soul of the club. So this is what Manchester United has become over the years. And you know that Manchester United is one of the biggest club and probably one of the most marketing and commercial club in the world. So in this video, we are going to be talking about how buying Premier League proven players and how Koha and Brian Mbeumo can be able to improve the attack of Manchester United. As you all know, Manchester United scored a total of 42 goals in all competition last season, which is one of the lowest we have scored in the Premier League or in the first division of English football. So before I start these videos, I would like you guys to like, to share, to subscribe if you find this video interesting, as we are going to be moving forward and we are going to be talking about a lot about Manchester United in this transfer window and in this season as a whole. So guys, let's go and dive into the video. So from my research and analysis, it was made known to me that Sir Alex Ferguson bought a total of 37 Premier League players in his time. And inside those 37 Premier League players he bought more in his first 13 season than in his last 13 seasons. As we all know, he spent a total of 26 seasons in Manchester United from 1986 November to May 2013. So this is the duration of time Sir Alex Ferguson spent in Manchester United, and he bought 37 Premier League players, and then he also promoted a few from the class of 92. And let me shock you, since Sir Alex Ferguson left in 2013, Manchester United has bought a total of 10 Premier League players, buying all other players from outside the league. This is how bad Manchester United has gotten in recruitment, because if you're playing in the league as intense, as physically demanding as Manchester United and physically demanding as the Premier League, you have to buy players from the league. I know that football is no longer in the age whereby you buy players from Premier Leagues just easily, or you buy players from rivals easily because of the inflation of prices. But I think that Manchester United should be able to recruit from the Premier League. Manchester United should be able to recruit from the Championship. If you take a look at his signing like Morgan Rogers in Aston Villa, he was bought from the Championship. I think he was bought from Middlesbrough. So this is the kind of signings we want. We don't just want to buy players because we want to accumulate volumes. Manchester United should be a club that recruits players based on statistics and based on heavy data. And that is why Ruben Amorim has been able to be handicapped in his first season in Manchester United. If you watch most of the games we have been playing this season, we are being outrun, we are being battered, we are being shattered, and it is a very bad thing for a club like Manchester United to be experiencing something like this. But what does that mean, and what does that tell you? That tells you that Manchester United need to re-strategize. We need to change our recruitment pattern. And if you look at the players that Manchester United are going for in this transfer window, it is going to show you that Manchester United has been able to learn their lessons, and the recruitment team now in place are trying to recreate what has been recruited, or what has been, they are trying to recreate the pattern that has been put in place in the past, which is recruiting Premier League proven players and then adding players from other leagues that are best in class. Manchester United before recruit players that are the best in their team. But now Manchester United, we are just known for recruiting players because of commercial marketing reasons. Manchester United should be buying the best players from every team. If you look at Manchester City, they go for the best players in every team and buy them. This is what we want. Whether they want to buy from the Premier League, from the Bundesliga, from the Italian League, from the Belgian League, they go to the team that has the best player and buy the best player from that team. And I think this is what Manchester United should be able to do in this window. Going to our strategy for this transfer window, you could see that Matthias Cunha arguably is the best player in the Wolverhampton Wanderers team, and we have just acquired him. If you look at these other transfer targets we are going for, like Brian Mbeumo, him and Wissa is probably the best players in Brentford, and this is the player we want to buy. If you look at the players we have been going for this summer, Brian Mbeumo, Matthias Cunha, which I have just signed, Iburechi Eze, and some of the other players we are going for. These are players that are Premier League proven players. They have been proven in the Premier League for the last 3 years, and this is kind of players we want in Manchester United. So let's go over to how Matthias Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo can be able to transform this Manchester United team. As we all know, Bryan Mbeumo and Matthias Cunha are both in their primes. They are both 26 years old, and Matthias Cunha plays in the left end. He could also play in the centre forward role. He could also play along the front three. He's a very versatile player, and this is the kind of player that Manchester United needs. Why? If you look at the Aston Villa game, Bruno Fernandes was occupying the top. Bruno Fernandes was found in the attacking phase all over the game. This is the position that Manchester United wants Bruno Fernandes to be occupying, because he's a creative machine. In the past 3 or 4 seasons, he has been the player with the most chances created in the Premier League. Same for this season. So we want Bruno Fernandes to be taken as high position as possible. And with the incoming Matthias Cunha, it is going to make it very easy for him, because Matthias Cunha is a ball carrier. He comes deep, takes the ball, and he carries the ball. So this makes Bruno Fernandes not to drop deep to take the ball. This makes Bruno Fernandes to take a very high position up top the pitch. So this is what we want from Bruno Fernandes. This is the position we want Bruno Fernandes to be taking up the pitch. We want him to be taking up a very high position that is going to help him create more chances for the right turns and for the striker. And you know, Ruben Amorim pattern is a pattern that you need when you want to attack, and when you want to hurt the opponent. You need all your attacking players to be as quick as possible, and you need them to be as efficient as possible. So this is going to really help the performance of Bruno Fernandes to be even better next season. So let's go over to Bryan Mbeumo. He's also 26 years old. He can play from the right turn, he can play central forward, and he can play the SS, which is known as the assistant striker. And if you look at the Brentford formation, Bryan Mbeumo always plays from deep because of the kind of formation they play. They absorb pressure and they counter, and this is the kind of football Brentford plays. And most of the times, Bryan Mbeumo and Johan Wissa is usually found closer to the goal. And from my analysis and from various clips and compilations I've watched, Bryan Mbeumo is a very deadly player, which is of course not something new, because he has the second, I think he has 4 goals and assists this season. He's like third, because he has like 20 goals and 9 Premier League assists. So this shows you that he's a creative machine, he's a goal machine, and we also need a player like Bryan Mbeumo to be close to goal close to goal as possible. So this is the kind of players we need: Premier League proven players that are technically good, that are hard workers, that are wonderful players, that have shown consistency over the past 3 seasons. Bryan Mbeumo has showed consistency over the past 3 seasons. Matthias Cunha has showed consistency over the last 3 seasons. So this is the kind of players we want: hard-working players, technical players, players that are physically and mentally agile. So this is the kind of players we want, and I hope that if you continue with this strategy of buying Premier League proven players, it is going to improve Manchester United a whole lot. And never mind, I'm going to be speaking shortly on another video how the Premier League season is going to really turn out for next season. So I'm going to be talking in a new video on who is going to ideally win the Premier League 2025-26 season. So guys, if you find this video very interesting, I want you guys to like, to share, to subscribe to my channel Tactical Trafford, and also follow me on X, Tactical Trafford, to get a lot of transfer news and a lot of updates from Manchester United, and get a lot of updates about other teams as well. So see you guys in my next video.